unboxing is The Shade Tree by Suzy Lee. And Suzy Lee just got this huge honor through USBBY. No, it's actually, USBBY is the US branch, so it's the international one, BBY, I'm not sure. But it's the Hans Christian Andersen Award, I believe. Is that what it is? Yes. And it's a major like sort of prize in terms of prestige, but certainly by the amount that they grant. And Suzy Lee, we first discovered her through the wordless picture book Wave, and I think we found her and we discovered that she's Korean. And because my kids are half Korean, my mother-in-law, who is from Korea, wanted to give it to our kids. And then we used the story to make up our own stories, like to fill in our own words, my middle daughter especially. And then I wrote the words in the book in pencil. But this one is not a wordless picture book. But honestly, she is an incredible illustrator. This one's about a tree and shade, and here we have a gate filled out. And here she wrote the story as well as illustrated it. And what is it a story of? A quick-witted young man preys on a rich man's greed and manages to secure shade for hard-working villagers forever. And in the process, he does quite well for himself, too. Okay, so this reminds me of the writer's strike. So it's the writers that are striking and actors right now in LA. And, it's, them against the big studios. And I couldn't believe it, but, it was pretty, they had a heat wave in Los Angeles. And, everyone's picketing on the streets all day long, holding signs up. And the studios, I don't know exactly which one, actually went to all the public trees, like the trees that are, like city property, and cut down, gave the trees such a haircut that they look like skeletons, basically removed 90% of the branches and all the leaves so that it would provide no shade for the picketers. And that's, right, that's outrageous. That's not their jurisdiction. Those are not their trees. It's government property. But the fine turned out to be so low because I guess it's like an old fine system. It was like a few $100s for basically, I don't know if the trees might not be killed, but basically, somebody coming and chopping down, a third of your tree. And so it reminds me of this, somebody who's greedy, you know what I mean? And, does something terrible. So I don't know if this is a folk tale. I don't know if Suzy Lee was inspired by a folk tale or just thought of this herself. But, this is the kind of story that if I knew someone who was picketing in the entertainment industry right now, I'd send him this book as inspiration to say, you hang in there and, keep fighting. Keep fighting so that AI does not take over your job. So anyway, this looks, well, of course it's beautifully illustrated. And I don't know, she's kind of a genius with white space, and simplicity. It's simple, but it's arresting. I don't know. She's just so incredibly talented. And so wait, this looks like this book was translated because we have a translator, Helen Mixter. So I don't know if it was a story that she found and decided to translate it and illustrate it, or if there's another book. I'm not sure actually. But the fact that there's a translator makes me think the story came from someplace. But anyway, thank you so much to, who was it again? Sorry, I forgot. Greystone Kids for this beautiful book. And thank you for watching.